Today I'm going to read something that I wrote in the mid to late 2000s. It was written entirely in earnest, because I was an idiot. Let's begin. On the girl's 10th birthday, she got a Swiss Army knife from her parents. The girl's name was R, short for nothing, long for nothing. Her name was R, and that was the end of it. R had gotten a knife because her parents were running from the police a lot, and R had inherited a knack for being like that from them. So in short, she was a mean little girl. "Thanks, guys," R exclaimed. "Well, we knew that you really wanted one, Kate Carnage," her mother said, smiling. "Yes," agreed Matthew Carnage, "but even though your mother said not to spoil you anymore, I got you this." He handed his daughter a gun! R's green eye sparkled excitedly. No, sorry, it's R's green eyes, but it has an apostrophe. The household pet, Bullet the cat, slunk into the room, jumping up on R's lap. Glancing at each other, Mr. and Mrs. Carnage smiled at her, and that's how R's career, but spelled wrong, of being a fugitive was born. "Put your hands in the air," the chief of police ordered. R stopped in her tracks. She turned around with a sly grin on her face. "Hey, guys," she said, hiding her gun behind her back. "Long time." She put her finger on the trigger. "No blood. Your little tricks won't work on us now," a sergeant called. "Just give in now and we won't shoot." R put on a fake pout. "You won't shoot?" she repeated. "That's no fun. Well, I guess I'll have to start it off." She took the gun from behind her and shot at an officer, then ran off again, laughing madly. R heard the chief tell some others to watch the wounded officer, while the other officers would go after her. It was 7 years since that day when R had received her first weapons. Well, to be exact, 7 years and 1 week. R's parents had been caught a few years earlier, leaving their daughter to continue their work. And boy did she continue! Her dyed silver hair whipped behind her in a ponytail. She skidded to a stop and looked around. R put 2 fingers in her mouth and blew a high-pitched whistle. A long meow was heard, and R looked down to see Bullet sitting at her feet. "Good girl," she told her cat. "Did you disable the cop cars like I asked?" Bullet nodded, purring. R grinned. "Great! To the safe house!" The cat and the teenager ran into the distance until they reached a small shed. Bullet hit a button on the floor with her paw, and as R picked her up, they disappeared through the floor to a secret underground base. "If they ever find us in here, it'd be too soon," Bullet said in her arrogant voice. "Wait, R patted her talking cat!" R patted her talking cat, who jumped out of her arms and onto the bed. "So, did you end up robbing the bank?" Bullet asked, cleaning herself. "Or is that bag full of dirty clothes?" "I got the money," R said. Bullet curled up in a ball. "We can't run forever, you know that, right?" R sat down on her bed. "Yeah, I know, but I'm still going to try." A loud, sudden rumbling came from all around. "Earthquake?" Bullet inquired, yawning. "No," R said, standing up and clicking her Swiss Army knife, clutching it in her hand. "No, I think I know what, though." 10 police officers smashed through the trap door in the ceiling and surrounded R and Bullet. "We're taking you in," said the chief. "We've finally got you." "Not without a fight, you're not," R shouted, stabbing a large cylinder, which let out hot gas. Several officers fell to the ground, gasping and moaning. R covered her nose, but the other 6 police had the same idea, so they grabbed her before she could make a run for it. "I don't like this cell," Bullet said. "In the corner of the cell she and R were put in, they put the fucking cat in prison." R shushed her cat. "Someone might hear." "Oh, so what if someone finds out that I can talk? We're in captivity anyway, so why hide it?" R sighed and sat down next to Bullet. It's not... This time Bullet isn't even capitalized. "But I don't want anyone to know about that. You're the only one I can talk to." Bullet purred. "Okay." R heard footsteps and voices. She put her finger on Bullet's mouth. Quiet, she whispered. And here are all of the cells, the chief said. One day, you'll be able to put criminals in here. Cool, said a boy around R's age. Hi everyone. You've reached the part where the audio got all fucked up and I didn't notice. So, please enjoy the rest of this video. It will just be a compilation of all the times I just ignored the fact that there were spooky noises. Yep, okay, bye. Unfair. And now here are just some highlights left over from the rest. Thank you, bye, good night. Who's there? He said, his voice shaking. I have a pair of handcuffs and a gun. She stood up. I was talking. And I've got a gun too? But she's in prison. Tell me that cat did not just speak. She did. And that cat is my partner in crime. Blake pointed his gun at R. Make one move and I'll shoot. Bullet jumped out of R's arms, who pointed her gun at Blake. Not if I shoot first. Wait, Blake said. You're still in a cell, so, you can't get out. R raised one eyebrow. Yeah, she pulled out her Swiss Army knife and cut her way out. R smirked and held up the key. Looking for this? She asked. Blake gasped. Oh no. Oh yes, R grinned. I'm not letting us out until you show Bullet and I out. Never. It's painful, so get us out of here, or walking will be very boring. What? The officer got up and snatched the key away from R, then snapped it in half? Now she can't lock it, he announced. You're free, Mr. Hornet. Idiot! R and Blake screamed in unison. Now we're stuck together. Just wait until my father... R and Bullet ran, dragging Blake with them. Help, he shrieked. I'm being kidnapped by a fugitive and a talking cat. Shut up, Bullet said. You down there, shouted a voice from above. We survived the grenade. Then you thought wrong. And with that, R stabbed it into Blake's free arm. Blake screamed, Shit, what did you do that for? Shut up and come with me. This could become infected. Lucky we're headed for a hospital then. Confused, but willing to stop the blood from coming out, Blake followed R.